This little video here is just going to be about how to get the level 60 strong arm driller in Deep Rock Galactic. Now, one of the main things I need to point out now is I did this with all 4 throwable weapons. However, just because it says, strong arm driller, doesn't mean you have to use throwables. You could immediately go from throwing axe to turrets or to whatever weapon you want. You just have to reach level 60. That's the main thing. So I chose melee weapons because it's goofy. It's not very good, but I like it. Moving on, there are 3 things you guys need to do to get to level 60 for any dwarf, let alone for this challenge. The first thing is keeping yourself alive. You need to know, or just at least remember, how many red sugars there are, how many areas are dead zones, how many areas can you drill through to make a room for yourself to hide a little bit. And the next thing is keeping the elite enemies at the end of the level. Sometimes you get some random mini elites, but at the end of every level, apart from the Dreadnought level, you get 1 boss. On Has 5 you get 2 bosses to kill. You need to keep them alive for as long as you can, because once they die, the drop pod comes, meaning the mission is over. You have 30 seconds to get out. So the longer you can keep running around, picking them off, the better it is for you. Additionally, you need to take into account 2 other things. What weapons do you have right now that can kill them, and how are you using them? For instance, you might have the throwing axe and a cryo grenade. None of them have any potential to kill the dreadnoughts, just to stall them and do chip damage. That's awesome. This means you have to use the drop pod to kill them. However, that gets tricky when you're on like the 7th or 8th enemies incoming and there's enemies all over the drop pod. The resupply pod, sorry. So this is what you need to keep in mind. You need to know what do you have to kill the elites and what can't you do. So if you can't kill them with your weapons, then you have to use the drop pod, and you're going to have to keep looping them around over and over again. Ideally, you want to get to level 20 minimum by round 1, 30-ish by round 2, 40-ish by round 3, 50-ish and a bit by round 4, and then by round 5, just loop around there for a bit, get as much XP and you'll be right. One thing to take into account is the lead burster. This is a key weapon. You don't have to use it, but it is very useful. One problem: there's one upgrade in particular called piercing rounds. This means if you do choose that, it will make your life a living hell for 2 reasons. First off, it makes everything die quicker. How good's that? Why is that a hell? What's wrong with that, you might be asking? Here's the issue. It kills elites very fast. So once you get this upgrade, you'll then be able to clear waves for sure, guarantee yourself XP, but then you won't be able to guarantee a long battle in the end, because the elite's going to get shredded by it, and then you get the drop pod, before you're ready, which then does really cut your weapon short. So you need to make this choice of what do you like and what don't you like. I personally was with the cryo grenade, but it did not work for me. No matter what I did, it doesn't work. So I swapped to the boomerang. And as you can see in this video, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's going out so fast. I also chose the static burst from the level 18 mod that makes it blow up at the end. That is incredible. I recommend for this build, do what you want. Just be careful. Main things, lead burster, piercing, not great. Play around with this. This was just my practice run. I didn't get to record the entire battle because I didn't realize it was on pace. But once I got to the last mission, I was like, oh my god, this is it. I'm actually gonna get it. Again, hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to leave comments, but I'm gonna leave it here for now. Super pumped I got it. I'll be eager to do a full playthrough of this. Again though, you don't have to use melee weapons. You can go straight into whatever weapon you want to get this. You just have to get to level 60. See you guys around. DingØ out.